Welcome back. I am joined now with Karoline Leavitt, the Trump 2024 National Press Secretary. How are you doing?
I am doing great.
We're seeing you everywhere.
Oh, well, thank you for saying that. I'm everywhere because the president's everywhere,
yes.
And he's working so hard to wrap up this primary and win in November. We're excited.
Yes, and so far so good. We did well in Iowa. We did well in New Hampshire. We're doing well in Nevada. South Carolina's tomorrow. What's it looking like for you there?
We are so confident about South Carolina, just as we were in Iowa, in New Hampshire, in Nevada, where the president won by record-breaking margins, and we're expecting a big victory again tomorrow. You know, Nikki Haley has really made a fool of herself, quite frankly, over the past several weeks. She has really shown her true colors, that she is campaigning as a Democrat. Her campaign is a full-blown Democratic operation. She is funded by Democrat donors. She is targeting Democrat voters to come out and vote in tomorrow night's primary. So if you're a Republican, or if you just want to see change in this country, get out and vote in South Carolina tomorrow night, and early voting is now underway as well.
Yes, also underway in the Super Tuesday states as well, so we've been really hitting on that. So yes, we're focusing on South Carolina tomorrow, but we want to remind everyone who is involved in Super Tuesday, if your state's in Super Tuesday, get out and early vote.
Yes, absolutely. Look, we know early voting is not the way that we wish this game was played. President Trump says it all the time. We want one day of voting, no mail-in ballots, paper ballots only, no machines, but we have to play by the rules of the game in our respective states. So we're going to continue to educate voters on that. South Carolina and Super Tuesday, there is early voting. So get out and vote early, because you don't know what could happen on Election Day. Right. There could be a storm. You could have a family emergency. So bank your vote early. Get out and make your voice heard for President Trump so we can make this country great again.
Yes, well, Karoline, I'll tell you, I live on the coast of Texas, and I've seen hurricanes, and I don't care if there's a hurricane brewing. I will walk barefooted on broken glass to go vote for President Trump. So no excuses not to vote.
And I don't think you're the only one in America who feels that way.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, so primary tomorrow in South Carolina. We're talking about Super Tuesday. The biggest question we're getting here at CPAC is who's going to be the VP pick. I know you get it all the time, too.
Yes.
What could you tell us?
Everyone wants to know.
I know.
President Trump is going to pick someone who will make a great leader for this country. And that's what he said. His number one quality in the vice presidential pick is someone who can really be a great leader and a great president for this country after President Trump's 4 years are over. And so it's up to him to make that decision. The Republican Party has so many great choices in candidates. We have a really deep bench of qualified individuals who are far better, every single one of them, than Kamala Harris.
Yes.
That is for sure.
Yes.
And so we'll see what the president decides. It's up to him to do that. And it will be a great choice on behalf of the American people, I'm sure.
Absolutely it will. And we know he's going to make a great choice. When it comes to Nikki Haley, what are his thoughts? Nobody can figure out why she's still in this race.
I believe, and we believe, the campaign and the president believes she's still in this race to do the bidding of the Democrat Party. Her only big donors left at this point are Democrat donors such as Reid Hoffman, who is one of the donors that funded the lawsuits and the political persecutions against President Trump. She is targeting Democrat voters to turn out in these primaries, and every single day she's throwing temper tantrums, whining about President Trump himself, the leader of this party. She is no longer adhering to the will of Republican primary voters. There were many other candidates in this race. All of them recognized that they did not have a pathway to victory. Nikki Haley doesn't either, but she is failing to do what's right by the party so we can unify and take the fight to Joe Biden in November. She cannot name a single state that she can win.
Right. She can't even win, looking at the poll numbers, her own home state. So if her home state doesn't want her, why would the rest of the country want her?
Exactly. She's due for an embarrassing defeat in her own backyard tomorrow night. And it's because South Carolinians actually know her best. That's why they're not going to be voting for her tomorrow. When Nikki Haley was their governor in South Carolina, she promised she would never raise their taxes. She supported a gas tax. She supported a hike in the sales tax. When she was governor, she sold agricultural land in South Carolina to China, to the CCP. The CCP doubled their investment in the state of South Carolina when Nikki Haley was governor. That only happens if the executive of your state is in the back pocket of China, putting them first and America last. And Nikki Haley has also doubled down on her promise consistently to cut Social Security and Medicare for our hardworking seniors. All of those are incredibly unpopular positions. They're unacceptable positions for a Republican, by the way, but she's not a Republican.
No,
she's a Democrat.
I think she's really a Democrat.
Yes.
Yeah, Yes, behind the scenes, she's really a Democrat. Okay, so another question I have to know, and a lot of people ask as well, where does he get his energy? You're with him all the time. You know, we cover an event, we cover CPAC, we're covering the 2 rallies that he's hosting tonight in South Carolina. We're tired, but President Trump keeps going and going.
He is the most tenacious fighter that we've ever had. It is so incredible to witness firsthand just how determined President Trump is to make this country great again. And he was asked the other night in a town hall, why don't you just give up and quit? And he said, I can't, because I want to make America great again. And that's why he's doing this. He has withstood impeachments, endless attacks, slanderous lies, now this political weaponization of our Justice Department, the fining of his great American business, his empire, his success story. They're trying to drain him of his resources.
That has to hurt his heart.
Abuse
it has to. That's who he is.
It emboldens him to keep fighting more. And he's withstood it all. And he is more energetic and tenacious than ever. And the spirit for this campaign is better than ever before. I mean, he has never been in a stronger position to win. Not only is he dominating in this primary, President Trump is leading Joe Biden in every single general election poll to date, the major ones. He's leading in all of the key battleground districts. He's picking up historic gains with African Americans and Hispanic Americans and women, key demographics that the Democrat Party has long relied on. All Americans are realizing that we were better off under President Trump's leadership. He knows that. We know that. He's fighting for us. And that's why he has such strong support right now.
And the more they attack him, the more we love him, and the more we're going to support him. And the poll numbers just keep going up. So we're excited to see what happens in the coming weeks. We are heading into South Carolina tomorrow, and then also the Super Tuesday primaries are coming up March 5th. So be on the trail with Right Side Broadcasting Network. We are your campaign headquarters for the November election, 2024 elections coming up later this year, and we'll be on the campaign trail with President Trump all along the way. Karoline Leavitt,
you guys are the best, and we appreciate everything that you do.
The Trump campaign is so great to us. Brian is he's close with them, and y'all have done so many wonderful things for us, and we appreciate everything.
Well,
so
we
thank
appreciate you.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless.
Yes. And we'll be right back here on Right Side Broadcasting Network. Stay with us.